Hey everyone, my name is Dee and this video is my entry for Imagination in a Pencil's 100 subscriber milestone art contest. Congrats to them on now having 128 subscribers. The theme for their art contest was nature. It came down to the absolute wire for me because I was working on this piece at the same time I was working on Artsy Caboodle's 1K subscriber art contest and a collab piece, and all three had their deadlines within a few days of each other, but I'm so glad I got this one done because I'm really happy with how it turned out. Initially, I was gonna do some type of landscape for the nature theme, but I just couldn't help but pop a person in there. So my idea is a girl that is peeking through some vines that are so thick they pull apart like curtains. I searched for so long and I could not find a single reference for this exact hand and arm pose that I needed, so I ended up taking a photo of myself in that pose. I built up several layers of paint for the skin. Most of that footage I had to cut out of this video because the arms were half of the skin showing and they ended up being completely covered with vines. Oh well. I have a habit of jumping around a lot during a piece, which doesn't really bother me unless I'm editing because then the video jumps back and forth between things that have already been worked on and left unfinished. And it just gets kind of annoying and confusing to watch and edit, so I really focused on trying to finish the character before I moved on to the background. Here I go covering up all the hard work I did on the arms. For the vines, I used watercolors mixed with gouache because gouache is more opaque and I needed the vines to be bold. I used a few different greens for the vines instead of individually shading where I want the vines to appear darker. I cycled through some different shades going layer by layer, and I think it's pretty effective in creating the illusion of depth in the vines. I started out being pretty slow and precious with the leaves on the vines, but after a minute I just slapped them down and I think that gave them more of an organic look. I always ask my son what he thinks of my paintings and he told me this one looked a bit plain and boring. Excuse me? Boring? Do you know how long this took? Just kidding. He suggested that I could add some flowers on the vines and so that's what I did. I think it really pulled the whole thing together. And here's the final painting. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to check out Imagination and a Pencil's channel linked in the description. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more artsy videos each week and an art live stream on the weekends, and turn your notifications to all so you always know when I post. Okay, thanks for watching, bye!